Students come to me, Ustad, I know we did this. What should I do? I say, do this. But then what am I going to do? Okay, then do that. And then give me the 80-point plan for the next 5 years. Have you ever followed up on any 80-point plan in your life? The vast majority of you, I know the answer because I know you, because I know myself. The answer is no. So stop pretending that you need the entire roadmap, and until you have that, I don't know what to do. I don't know, it's just because I don't know what I'm going to be doing 3.5 years from now. So clearly I don't have direction. That's why I stopped learning. Okay, so you know what that's called? That's called analysis paralysis. Okay, you analyze, so you plan out so much, and you do what? You do absolutely nothing. Then you feel insanely guilty. Then you buy yourself a dry erase board and make a new plan for the next 10 years. And you take pictures of it. This is the plan. And then you follow through nothing. And then you say, time to make a new plan. This is it. You know? That's not what I want to give you. I wanted to study when I studied with my teacher for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, that's it. And then he was gone. He went to Pakistan. He's like, now what do I do? I need to learn in person. I can't. And I couldn't even afford like Arabic books. They were expensive. So I found somebody selling a used copy of the Medina Arabic books outside the Masjid al-Jum'ah. I got a used copy with pencil markings in it all over. I got it for $6. It was great. I went through the book myself in a week. I grinded through it. There was no Google the meaning of this word. There was no error tools. There was no, I couldn't afford a dictionary. I couldn't go to the Hansware's dictionary. The PDF files weren't available. Like all this stuff that's, oh, the PDF is so inconvenient. Can't there be an app? I have to keep tapping the right button to go to the next page. It's so inconvenient. You know what I had to do when I didn't know the meaning of a word? And I'm living in Forest Hills, Queens, which is a predominantly Russian Jewish neighborhood where there's nobody to learn Arabic from. If I want to learn Hebrew, I could learn there in Forest Hills at the time, but not Arabic. I'm going to get on a train and I'm going to ride to Brooklyn, or I'm going to go to Steinway Street and wait until Maghrib Salah, till the Arab Imam comes out and I say, Ya Imam, Hada, Ma Hada. And he'd be like, and he'd tell me, and I'd write it down and go back, take the train back for 2 words. And what do I hear now? It's just so much better when the room is air conditioned and the light, the carpeting is just, the chair bothered me a little bit. It was making squeaky sounds. That's why I didn't learn as well. Honest to God, you know, I can't recommend this. But for yourself, I can't do this to you. You should do this for yourself. By yourself, I've seen this only in cartoons. They have this boxing glove punch thing that you can retract into a spring, and you press a button and it just, yeah, just buy yourself one of those when you develop that attitude. Because you cannot learn that way. That's not a seeker's attitude. You have to have a seeker's attitude. When I studied grammar, just like you're studying now, not much different than you're studying now, did I know enough to just listen to an Arabic lecture? What do you think? No. Did I know enough to understand the entire Quran like this? No, I didn't. Now I had 2 choices. Until there's another class and it comes at my convenient schedule, then I will start learning again. Or I'm desperate enough for this, I'm going to figure this out no matter what. And it's not like nowadays, many of you kids, I appreciate you guys sitting in this class, but you don't appreciate how good you have it, man. In New York, when I was the 90s Islam was very different from today's Islam. Those of you that were around in the 90s in the US, no, 90s Islam was very different. Everybody in the family had a job, most of the time 2 jobs. I used to deliver newspapers at 4 a.m. in the morning before I went to high school. And then after school, I used to go work at a shoe store. Like, you do homework in your lunch break. You come home at 11, 11:30, 12 o'clock sometimes beat. You don't have time to be stupid. And then, when my parents left and I was in college by myself, nobody paid my college tuition. I had to pay my college tuition myself. Where am I going to come up with college? I had to work full time. And between paying the rent and paying the college tuition, You know what was left? Enough to have a slice of bread, no butter, no jam, a slice of bread and a glass of water for breakfast, and like a pizza slice for lunch. We're good. I stayed with an auntie who used to make dinner. They're great. Okay, I still go there. When I go to New York, I have dinner with them. But you know what? In the middle of all that, I was like, I gotta study Arabic. So I got a full-time job, I got full-time college, and I want to study Arabic. So what am I doing? I'm taking trains and like in the middle of rush hour, I'm going over to the masjid and trying to take a class if I can, or study on the train, figuring out notes, underlining words, memorize. I memorized Surah Al-Kahf on the F train in Queens. I didn't go to a Hifz program. I remember Surah Al-Isra on the G train, like on the 6 train actually, on the 6 train. You know, like it wasn't. There's a guy next to me going. Other guy's like, you know, and I'm just reciting, just doing my thing. Was it convenient? No. Was it amazing? Yeah, it was amazing. But you know what? I'm telling you this not because I want to show off. I'm telling you this because I need you to detox from the convenience attitude. That is not how you learn. That's just not how you learn. And then after I made a little bit of progress in Arabic, you know, I got thrown into this situation where I was giving khutbahs in New York. So I gave a khutbah and somebody came to me and said, أيها Sheikh, من أين تخرجت? Where did you graduate from, Sheikh? I was 20 years old. I was like, أنا شيخ الكوينزي. Queens. What sheikh? I'm so not a sheikh. The point is, you guys can learn, and the tools you have accessible to you, oh my God. You guys don't even know how good you have it. I don't even have to compare it to ancient times when people have to travel on the desert. Bro, you know how I learned you know how I type in Arabic really fast? Right? It's kind of cool, right? It's so cool. You know how I type like that? You know why I learned that? I listened to an Arabic lecture on cassette tape on my Walkman, and I didn't understand a word the guy was saying. It was Tariq Suwaidan, may Allah protect him. He did a series in Arabic called I'jazul Quran, the miracle of the Quran. I didn't understand a word the man was saying, not a word. I would listen to the tape, pause, type. An 8-hour lecture series took me 2 weeks to type up in its entirety. By the end of it, I was typing like this. And by the end of it, I knew about 20% of what he was saying. Then I listened to it again and again and again and again until I understood 100% of what he was saying. I just kept pushing myself. Did I have a teacher? Did I have to DM somebody on Instagram or TikTok? Can you inspire me? Can you motivate me? Can you please send me some motivational messages so I can pick myself up? What is this nonsense? I don't understand it. I don't sympathize with it. I don't acknowledge it. I don't agree with it. I have no sympathy. I have none at all. No empathy for it. Please inspire me. Do it to yourself. You'll feel inspired. The sinuses will get cleared.